Hey gamers, it's grindthisgame here, back with oxygen not included on the impossible map, attempt number 2, where the asteroid hits, there's the asteroid there. It's kind of hard to see, but let's zoom out a little bit. That's the asteroid there that hit our little asteroid. And it's super hot, and it caused a lot of melting. It also set off 34 geysers. And here's one of them right here that kind of boiled this whole area. So we've been insulating this area off to try to keep the heat out. Same with the top because it's 256 degrees. And finally I finished off. I did a little bit of stuff off camera. I just let them finish the installation. That's it, pretty much. I did a little bit of research. I researched plumbing, I think, sanitation, and now I'm trying to get reservoirs because I want to do proper toilets today. So let's go full speed. We finally got the food thing under control, and we're building up food reserves. I calculated that roughly we need... I think these give off about 250 calories per cycle. So that's... we need 8 of them per dupe. And I have... let's see... I have roughly 28... around 38... we'll put in some more for reserves, but that should cover these dupes, especially if we start smoking this stuff. I don't mean smoking it, but I mean like smoking it in the smoker. So toilets. I also want to tie into this water here, or at least build a container for it. So I think we'll go over the top. We'll wall this off. And then we'll let this drain down, because we want as much cold water here as possible. Right now it's getting overpressurized. So this is an 8 right now, that's good. Once they finish this off... you know what, I'm going to take this all the way to the abyssallite layer here. Yeah, we'll do that first. We'll grab this little guy, because we do have a rancher now. So let's get over there. Take this to the abyssallite layer. We'll go up through here. Open this up. He's just trapped there, that's kind of sad. You know what, let's just go up all the way. This is not insulated here, which is, I guess, fine. But we want this bottom part to be insulated, so we gotta do that first. Unfortunately, these are kind of long and boring tasks. But we'll get it done. Let's make this a 7 here. We got something on the printer here. I'm not going to take any more dupes on just yet. 4 is a nice number right now. We need to really beef up the food. Now the problem with the food is it requires peat. Let's see here. Requires peat. And now we have limited peat at the moment. We have 19 tons, so we have a decent reserve. I'm a little bit more worried about the algae. We've got 8 tons of algae. So, yeah, let's continue with the research here. What do I want next? I want, sieve. It's alright. We're gonna put the bathrooms in here, I think. So let's make this, an 8. We'll get this room sorted. Did I just make the toilet 8? No. The food is 9 right now. We definitely want the food to be processed before anything else. Now I put my food container down here in the CO2, which is helping a little bit, but things are still getting stale. The stale atmosphere helps a little bit, but we also want it to be really cold. I don't really have the power for fridges yet, but we'll get to fridges eventually. We'll put the fridges down here. And I put this down here so that they could breathe. There was a lack of oxygen down here. So we gotta keep an eye on algae. Keep farming the algae. We're gonna need a CO2 scrubber down here at some point. Well, we're burning through 8,000 calories per cycle, so we've got about 2 cycles worth of food. They go through it so fast. But at least we've stopped making mush bars. The insulation layer up here is finished, so it goes all the way to the abyssallite. So that's good. And I have a feeling this heat in here will kind of normalize. Because there's no insulating layer between this cold... oh wait, yeah, right here. There should be heat exchange between these two, and this should all normalize out. And hopefully this is contained. I'm not sure if it is, actually. This water. Maybe overpressurizing it? I'm not sure. Okay, so the plan for the toilets. I think we're gonna get the water from down here. Come down here with a ladder. That didn't leave me enough room. Let's try that again. Right here. We could grab it from here. Doesn't really matter. I am gonna need to build some pipes through here, so I'm gonna build a wall here first. Yeah, we'll be piping it down through here. Let's get the pump going. Do I have liquid pumps? Yes, I do. That can go there. That's going to need power, so we'll put that through the floor. No, we won't. We'll go around. Go along the ladder here. I'm going to get through here as well. Whenever they get around to it. Let's make this, well, that's already a 7. We kind of have limited dupe power here. And they're really concentrating on the food, so we'll just have to be patient. But the idea here is, the pipe will go... Well, we can plan out the toilets here. Let's put those in. We're gonna do... I'm gonna leave these old toilets for now. Just so they don't have any bathroom accidents. But we're gonna do 2 sinks here. Yeah, 2 sinks. 2 lavatories, I guess. Plumbing. Lavatories. And then the piping. I guess we could dig this out now. Piping's gonna come in this way. And go out. I think I'll do my other stuff over here, so we'll come up through here. Go that way. Let's get this little section done first. Now, I did manage to get a room bonus here for the Great Hall. So we got barracks, we've got latrine, we've got Great Hall, and that's helping our morale stay nice and high. So we're getting 6 for the Great Hall. The Great Hall is like a super overpowered building. Room. And then we're getting a bunch of other bonuses. So we're getting high morale bonuses. Stress has not been an issue for a few cycles here. But now they just have to build this stuff. We have a good food reserve here. I think I could probably do a 9 along here. Just want to see this one done. And then we can dig this little section. And then we're going to put floors here. Eventually the polluted water has to go somewhere. So that's what this is going to be for. But let me think this through. We're going to put the fresh water in. We need a room for a sieve as well. We'll deal with that later though. For now we'll just put the polluted water in here. Because I want to clean this tank out and then we can get over here and get this water there too. And then we're going to use this water and then this water, but wow, they didn't finish this off. Man, we need another dupe. But I gotta be careful, because our peat is limited. But let's put in some more of this stuff. Yes, put that in. Let's make this the next priority 9, I guess, in here. Kind of using priorities as binaries almost. It's either 9 or it's low. Lower. This is kind of the order I usually do things. Bathrooms, and then I look at maybe doing some power, but our power will probably maybe tie into this. We need a liquid lock here for these guys though. But this will help the morale slightly. Let's hit the sinks to the left. Once this is all operational, we'll take these out and we'll replace them. Okay, that's getting worked on. Piping's getting worked on. We'll make this a 9 next, I guess, this section. What's going on over here? This is Abyss Light Layer, so this is all protected. I think we've pretty much contained the heat. Later on we'll go in and we'll try to cap this thing. Let's see what happens with this thing. I have a feeling it's not gonna go off because this tile here. But maybe it's the center. I think it's the center tile that has to be there. Let's see what happens. I think it's gonna go off. Rising pressure. Yeah, we definitely want to get in there and cap that, but we'll need exosuits for that. That's going to be a while before we get to those. This is going to be a slow going map for sure. Still rising. It's rising for a while here. Okay, let's do some research while we watch it. What do we got here? Emulsifier. What do we need next? We don't need that. We could probably get this. Working away. How's our algae? 8 tons. What is going on with this volcano? There we go. Oh no, it's fully operational. Oh yeah, we need to cap that thing because that's just gonna keep adding massive heat in here. Oh my gosh. We don't want that. This is 160 degrees, so we could put a steam turbine on this. Oh, look at this. This is already kind of perfectly built for a steam turbine room. But we'd have to get in there and dig this out first. But this could be, this could actually be good. This could be good. Meanwhile, my little minions are busy at work. Okay, so piping. How are we going to do this piping? Is it safe to put that wall in? Yeah, that's safe to go in. And then we'll build this here. That should be safe to do. Do all this at a 9 next. Okay. Looking good. Power's in. Research. I thought I selected something. Oh yeah, we need this, and then we're gonna need smart batteries, and we're gonna need the fire pole. All sorts of things. Once this floor is in, we can take this out. Actually, I put this in on purpose to make the room a bit smaller. In fact, let's leave this here for now. Should we take on more dupes? 30,000 calories. I think we need more help. What do we got? Narcoleptic, loud sleeper. No thanks. Athletics. Yeah. Bonnie, you're in. Hopefully that's not a mistake. That's now 5 dupes. We got 4 beds. That's a problem. Let's remove this door. Priority 9. We'll cram another bed in there. We make our own bed. Priority 9. And then we got 4 mess tables. We need another mess table. We'll make that a 9 as well. She gets a room bonus. Okay, how are we doing here? This can safely be piped. So that's dirty water. That's going to go down into here. This is going to be our dirty water tank, so we don't technically need that there. And then the fresh water, we're going to put through the wall once it's ready here. So we'll come along here. Go through the wall. In that way. I'm going to put a bridge in here. Actually back here a little ways. I'm gonna put the bridge here. And this is for the overflow later on. So we'll want the water to come down here. The priority, the way these work, is the priority is to go through the bridge, and if it's backed up, then we can take an overflow off this way and send extra fresh water somewhere else. And I have an idea for that. We'll probably put it into some plants. So polluted water out. Yeah, that should be good. Let's make this all a 9. Make this a 9. Musty toilet. It's amazing how much time you free up when you get regular toilets in. It's highly recommended because it's really easy to set up. You usually get lots of starting water. And this thing actually, the bathrooms actually make water. They make a little bit extra water somehow through the magic powers. Magic dupe powers. That should almost be ready. This is ready. Let's copy these. How many seeds do we have? We have 39 seeds. Oh, we could put in like a massive farm here. Somehow we got a little bit of fertilizer. There's a little bit of fertilizer on the map out here somewhere. There's very much a plan, like a battle plan for playing this game. It's like starting oxygen, starting food, bathrooms, power, CO2 scrubbing. That's kind of like the early game stuff, which I really enjoy. Because it usually goes off somewhat well. Unless you pick all bionic dupes, then it can go terribly wrong, as you probably saw in my last brief series where all the dupes expired. It was a learning experience. Okay, let's make this an 8. I don't think it's going to help much, but... So we got a plan where we're going to ranch these guys, because I think it's worthwhile to ranch them. We have some room down here. We can put a ranch in here. We have quite a bit of room over here. It's pretty warm here, but that's fine. This is going to be extended. Maybe I'll put it in here. Oops. Yeah, up top here, maybe. Gotta make sure they can get through here. This, unfortunately, is 5 tiles high, but that's okay. We could double insulate this later on if needed, but I don't think it's necessary. Maybe it will be. We'll see. Certainly not an emergency. Okay, and we gotta get rid of these tiny batteries because they're not very efficient. We'll put in a jumbo battery at some point here. Okay, food reserves. We're building the food reserves. Peat is 18 tons. That's kind of like a ticking time bomb, kind of-ish. Algae. We got some other chunks of algae we can use. Oh, I don't have a heat shield here, I just realized. This heat is bleeding in. I should take care of that as well quite soon, actually. Let's go down here. Where does this get contained? It doesn't really get contained at all. But we can kind of insulate this section here. Down to here, maybe? There's some uranium here. Gotta be careful of. That should be fine, actually. We'll take it to here. Because that's 53 degrees, and this might warm up. That's not an emergency, though. I do want to get this water going into a tank. That's going to help a lot. And we got to get this ranch set up. So let's see. Do the bathrooms get set up? Yes, they're working. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Let's make this a 9. Let's just clean up the bathroom properly. Hopefully I made it the right size. Let's see. Max toilet, size 64, no outhouses. Miscellaneous room. Well, now we can safely get rid of these. Priority 9, because we hate those nasty toilets. Continue on with the research. We got the fire pole. The fire pole is actually a really good investment as well, because it keeps them moving around faster. We need deodorizer, so we'll do that. This room is almost complete. We'll double up the bathrooms later on. We don't need to just yet, but... Quality achievement. What was that, I wonder? We got a bunch of achievements here. Let's see. Outdoor renovations, bed and bath. World flush. Okay, that's good. Okay. So water going in. This we'll need to deal with eventually. But for now, we're okay. We have some time. I did some tiles here just to clean things up a little bit. Okay, so what next? The ranch, I think. Let's make this a 9. Doesn't need to be a very big ranch to start. But we want to get something in there. I think that's technically station, grooming station. And we're going to grow organovines for this little guy. So, we need a hydroponic tile. I'm going to put it here so it has room to grow to either side. Oh, this is a 9. But yeah, we'll get him moved over. We'll get the tank starting to fill up. We got some free food over here. Free delicious food. We love it. We will run out of water here at some point. We got this vine growing in there. That'd be nice to get in there and gobble that up. We'll get in there eventually. And yeah, liquid lock. I think I'm going to have to remove a few plants here and do a liquid lock like... Let's see, maybe like here? Oh, we could fit it in there, I think, yeah. Yeah, we could put a liquid lock right here. And then we can tap this and give it some more space to grow into. And then we'll get a bit of free power. We got a lot of free power here if we could make steam turbines. Holy crap, there's a lot of energy in here. But not just yet. That's a mid-game, late-game kind of thing. Okay, so this is ready-ish. Let's finish this off. We want this to be... Unfortunately, we have this weird ceiling here. 90 tiles. These can be quite big. Yeah, let's get over here. Oh, we need to give them way up through here. Let's go like this. Take this over. We'll dig this a little bit. Bring this over. Let's see if they get their heads stuck. And then we'll door that off. They won't be able to reach that, so we'll put a ladder there for them. Can they squeeze through that hole? I don't think so. They don't need to. Will this cause a mess? We shall see. We shall see. Okay, so we need some piping for that. Let's steal some water from here. Pipe that in here. This will be food for the lum. And we need lums for food And we need lums for peat. Oh, we got a good rancher here, but a flatulent rancher. A farting rancher. I think we'll hold off for now. We got a good number of dupes at the moment. So let's see if we can move him. Relocate to here. 39. Should be reachable. Yeah, that's done. Get rid of that ladder for now. Get the pipe in. We do have to make sure that the water doesn't run out. So we could take this down at some point and let it seep into here. Okay, research. What else do we want? What else do we want? Some fancy art. Automation could be useful. Oh, I needed smart batteries. Well, we'll do the basic automation first. We do need deodorizers. There is some stinky air in here now. Let's deal with that real quick. Deodorizer. Priority 9. Priority 9, all the things. Okay, looking good. Someone's got food poisoning. From what? There's not many germs left around now, so I'm surprised they got food poisoning. There could be some food poisoning. Oh, what happened here? Made a mess? What the hell? Already? Did I hook the... Yeah, I did this backwards, as all of you probably noticed. Of course. Did the output to the input? Okay. We'll fix that. You'd think after all these years I would have figured it out. Output to the input. Let's just do it like this. It's probably easier. There we go. Okay, made a mess. Gotta get that mopped up right away. No messing around there. Can't have pee on the ground. Spreading germs everywhere. Yeah, you guys probably saw that and like screaming at the screen. What is he doing? He doesn't know what he's doing. He's played this game for 3,600 hours and he doesn't know how to make a toilet. I make mistakes. I guess I used granite for that pipe. Maybe? Doesn't matter. It's all good. Okay, we're gonna plant organo node. Organo? No, it's ovagro. I've been pronouncing it wrong all this time. We are gonna put a fire pole in. Fire poles are fun. Priority 7 when they get around to it. We'll have to take out those ladders after they do the little bit there. Okay, here comes some liquids for the plant, and this guy should be happy pretty soon. Okay, why is this not a outside of stable? What have I... What? Oh, we just made a poop. What have I messed up here? 96 tiles, that would explain it. Let's put some tiles here. Might as well put insulation here. I mean, if we're doing it. How many did we need? We need to get rid of 10 tiles. Do this. Priority 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. I think that might be enough. If not, we'll build a bit more. How's our oxygen? Yeah, we got to deal with CO2 pretty soon here. And how is it getting down here? 45. This is not that big of a rush. This water is kind of sucking up some heat. We'll make it a 6 though. Beep up that priority a little bit. Food is growing. I like these food reserves growing. That's good. Peat and algae. Peat's still going up because we're digging little bits here and there. Algae is somewhat stable, but not... It is going down. There is a little bit here we can grab. There's a little bit here we can grab. There's a big chunk here. And then it's pretty much gone, I think. Unless there's some over here. No, we'll have to get off the algae somewhat quickly. These take a long time to build because they're 400 kilograms instead of 100, is that right? These are 200 and these are 800? 400. Take twice as long to build. There we go. We got a stable. One tile too big. That can go. Okay, now we got a stable. We got water going to the plant. So this thing should grow and keep him fed. We might need 2 of them. Let's put another one in over here. Well, we'll see if he can survive with one. Because they're pretty water hungry. Okay, what's next? Let's make this... Let's get this all done. Because it's kind of ugly right now. Got a proper floor there. Stress. Oh, stress is going. Bonnie. Bonnie is stressed out. Bonnie is trapped. How? How did you jump up there? You must have jumped from here to there. Oh, I don't know what you did, Bonnie. You amaze me. Hilarious. Dupes do the darndest things. I think we'll probably do some cleanup here at some point. Oh, did I mess up my bathroom doing this? I did. This needs to be priority 9. Get this fixed. We need that bathroom bonus. Bonnie, what's going on with Bonnie? Not quite sure. Oh wait, what was calories like there? Harold's getting a little bit hungry there. They need bigger stomachs. Okay, this is only enough for 1 or 5 dupes, but we do have 2 of them. This one's not really running. We have lots of projects to do here. Lots of projects. Okay. Do you want to smooth this out? Oh yeah, we were building a tank over here. Now that we got the ranch set up, now we can do the tank. But how do we want to get in there? I think we want to... make a proper tank wall. Where do we want the wall? I think I'll do the wall along here. This side. Like this. We'll come up and over. There's nothing to breathe in there, but... yeah, we'll get in here, and then we'll seal this off. We'll come over the top, and then we'll flood this whole area. In fact, we should probably dig it out first. That would be the smart thing. I should have done that on this side. We gotta pick out where the wall's gonna go here. We're gonna make a very big tank. Very big tank. Since we already have a ladder here, let's go... we could even merge these tanks, but... let's see. Let's go... let's build the wall here. It'd be nice to keep this as a little nature reserve. So maybe we'll do it here. And then build the wall here. Something like that. That's a bit of a project. Oh, I shouldn't build the wall yet though, because we're going to do some scaffolding so that we can hollow this out. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want ladders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over like that. And we can dig this out safely. Oh, we don't have a digger. Let's see. Bonnie, what are you good at? You can be... We'll eventually get you into suits. Let's make you a carrying dupe for now. Harold. Applied sciences. We don't need that just yet. Super hard digging. Super duper hard digging. We'll go farming too. And hard digging, carrying. Let's go supplying for now. This project's going to take a little bit of time. Make this all an 8. Once we get it hollowed out, we'll build a wall along here. Get this peat out. Then we can go over the top and start using this water for something useful. But this area will get nice and cool because this cold water is minus 10 degrees. We can use this for any cooling we need. For now, we don't really need it. Let's keep going here. We need... What do we need next? Should probably do a sieve soon. Material research. We'll do this smart storage, I guess. I think I'll get this liquid log going as well. Because that's going to take some time. That going. I'm going to remove this door and this plant here. And we'll move the door over one. Deodorizer. We gotta keep the deodorizer pretty high priority. I think we'll stick with 5 for now. Now we play the waiting game, because it's going to take a while to do some of these little projects. You want to multiply the food a little bit more, so we'll do this as a 9 to here. Well, let's just go all the way. And we can put some of these in. Priority 9. So, and the door is just for making this a room, which we'll need eventually, but we don't need it yet. We're not using fertilizer yet, so there's no point. Fertilizer is amazingly powerful though, because it doubles the output of your plants. So you save a lot of resources. And fertilizer is pretty easy to make. In fact, we could make fertilizer in here. Okay, we're going to put a liquid bottle dumper here. Here. Okay, the water. You know what? I should have done this a little bit differently. It's not too late. The excess can actually come over the top and go to this plant up here. So eventually we'll do a pipe from here. I should have left a little bit more room. We could go... We can go through here instead. That's not priority 9 though. Let's make that 6. We could probably get rid of the micro mushers now. Or the food mushers. Research. We gotta keep plowing through the research. Oh, smart batteries. That's what I wanted next. Yes, we want that. Stinky's looking a little bit slow there. How's our tank going along? Slow and steady. Wins the race. We should we get this free food? It's not really critical. Let's seal this up. I'm digging it while it's dry here, because I don't want them to dig all this when it's wet. In fact, we can go one more layer here. And then the wall, I was going to put the wall here, I think. Yes, the wall's going to go here. Down to here. And once it's drained to the bottom here, this should all be dry. And they can finish it off. Yeah, the plan with the water here is to... The priority will be for the toilets. Then we'll remove this pipe here. And then any excess water would come through here. You know what? We want to... We'll put a separate... You know what? I'm going to cancel all this. We're going to do a separate pipe for the overflow. Yes, we will. Okay, we're going to put another food thing here. With a little bit more room to grow, actually. Let's try that over here. Right in the center. So overflow water will fill this plant up. That's what we want. Yes. That will work nicely. But we still need to put the sieve in to recycle the water. But we'll do that once this is all drained out. Actually, I just realized we can't, we kind of need to put that in first. Should have had a buffer tank. Where am I going to put my sieve? I was going to put it here, but we were going to drain it first. We kind of almost have to... Didn't really plan that through. Okay, well we could put the sieve in here for now. Until we drain it. Where should I put it? We could put it up top. I'm gonna have to move it regardless. Or we could put a separate pump in. I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. Yeah, we'll just do another pump, another wire. Is that kind of a waste of time? You love when I second guess myself? I love it. I just didn't leave myself any room at all. Well, we could take this out. You know what? Let's take this microbe musher out. Container. Oh, I gotta be careful what I destroy there. Oh, I just destroyed my piping works. I gotta make sure we're only destroying buildings. Destroy that. We can dig this out. They still need a ladder, though. So we'll do that next. Then we can maybe squeeze it. Oh, that's gonna be in the way. Into plans. We're gonna go along the... We can't go along the bottom. Okay, we need to build this ladder. Or they can go around. I want to put the sieve here. But we still need to access this water. You know what? We could take this out. And lower it. Or just let them come over here for water. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that's the plan. That's my plan, I'm sticking to it. So the sieve should ultimately come here though. We could put some water in a container first. In fact, we haven't used this container yet. Okay, change of plan again. Change of plan again. Remove that. Take this up to 9. Okay. This will make sense, I promise. Oh, they overdid the ladders with poles. I didn't think they did that. I thought we'd have to clear those ladders away. How's this guy doing? He's looking for food. Okay. This project's taking forever. As expected. We should sweep all this crap out of here first. But it's not 100% necessary. But we'll probably want to do it before we flood the chamber. I think we're just going to do a container here. We'll make this a sweep only and we'll just sweep this one little bit up. We'll check our rooms here. Rooms are good. We could make a research room at some point, but... Okay, so the plan now is to use this tank for fresh water first. Let's see if we can do it correctly this time. Fresh water in. Fresh water out. Here. 39, yes. And then we can snip that pipe after. There we go. And then we can build up a reserve of clean water here. Let's snip this. That should get drained. We can remove that. So we'll get a nice little tank of water here. And then we can put the sieve in here after. Once we drain all that water out. But until then, we're going to need to keep some water going to this. Well, that's coming off the tank, so that's all good. We'll just have to make sure we stay on top of this here. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Starvation. I think they need a little bit more time to eat, but that's fine. Algae. 9 tons. We're good for algae. We're good for peat. We never set this up. Let's make sure this is water. Enable auto modeling. This gas comes out pretty hot, 150 degrees, so this should have all been insulated. Oops. We can fix it. Oh, now it's starting to go off. It's going to be overpressurized in here, though. It's a 9, good. Let's do this as well. Much air to breathe in there. We've probably overdone it with the food, so we could probably get a few more dupes in here. We need a little bit room for this, though. Let's extend this slightly. I'm building the floor first before I build them at the real floor so they don't get their heads stuck. I think we can safely take on someone else. Building, squeamish, gourmet. Devin, welcome. We'll get you a table lickety-split. I think I'll just take this over all the way because we're going to have more dupes here pretty soon. These are not a priority 9. We'll move this door over. Tear down the wall. That gives them another way out. 2 ways out. Yeah, how do we do over here? We're all done. Okay, we're gonna do sweep only everything. And then we're gonna sweep priority 8, this stuff here. There they go. We didn't give Devin a skill. Let's see what Devin could do. Was it Devin? What the heck? Why is this here? That's really weird. Devin, you like to construct, so you can do that. Bonnie, we'll get you carrying hat. Perfect. That's gonna take some time. We might need 2 containers here. It's a lot of stuff. Let's start building the wall. We gotta be careful how we build this wall. Well, that's going off. Let's put another container here. I just don't want them to have to go in here and get all this stuff later on, because that'll be a pain in the butt. We'll get their little toes wet. These little projects take quite a lot of time. Research. Fossil fuels? Yeah, we'll need this nat gas generator pretty soon. We're slowly working on this. How hot did it get? 66 degrees, 100 degrees. We'll do a low priority dig here, I think. Just to get that algae out. Water's almost gone. Let's make sure I didn't screw anything up there. That's polluted water going in there. That's going up there. Let's plant something there. So this tank is full. That's okay. We gotta get this drained out first. We could use a light for the supercomputer. That's gonna help them slightly. So let's do that real quick. Ceiling light. Some power. Oh yeah, the batteries. I was gonna swap out the batteries. Jumbo. Let's put the jumbo battery up here instead. I'm probably gonna have to move that again, but whatever, it's fine. Getting water. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about this, as usual. Now this is gonna stress them out walking through the water, but I think it's worthwhile to get the power going. I need to decide where I'm going to build some power stuff. Oh yeah, we got another cool slush geyser here. Forgot about this. This thing is... We got 2 cool slush geysers, which is pretty amazing. This is going to hurt their eyes. This is going to cause them to get wet feet. They will not want to be in here. Not at all. Once we get this in though, we could vacuum out this section first. Before we crack the seal, because this is all natural gas. Vacuum, vacuum. Yeah, we should be able to open that up. It's priority 9. I definitely have to keep an eye on this. I always forget about my liquid locks. And then they overflow. And bad things happen. Okay, we didn't get this finished. Let's copy this to here. There we go. Clean that out. We definitely want to drain this tank before I'm finished. Food reserves looking good. This is what do we got? We need 10,000 a cycle. We got 4 cycles worth of food. Until we run out of peat. But this guy should be making peat for us soon. Starving. Oh no. Oh no. What can we feed him? Bog jelly. Bristleberry. Figs. We could put a critter feeder in there. And try to feed him some figs. Let's make it so the dupes don't eat figs for now. Figs is off the menu. We'll do a critter feeder. I don't know if these guys can eat. Oh, you know what? I gotta make sure they don't harvest these. Crap, I forgot this last time. Disable harvest. You know what? Let's disable harvest on this one too for now. Oh no, actually, we'll leave it. We'll leave it on. Weird. I just enabled it, didn't I? Harvest? Why did it have the little no harvest pending? Ah, that's weird. Anyway. Hopefully he doesn't starve. Let's put a critter feeder in. Food, critter feeder. There. And they're almost done this cleanup duty. And then we can drain the tank. We ran out of room again? Jeez. I should have just done a infinite storage here, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, figs. Can we put figs in here for these guys? Lums. Figs. Priority 9. We're gonna try to just feed them figs for now. I don't know if I have any. Let's make sure we're not. There's some in here we could grab real quick. You know what? Let's get in here real quick. Hop there. Dig through here. And then harvest that. That should get him fed. Yeah, the water. We got enough water. We can turn this off. I'm glad I remembered. I didn't remember, I just saw it. We'll tie into this next time. Not just yet. In fact, we're running out of time here. I wanted to do this first. Let's see if we can get this done real quick. Screw it. That's not very important there, so let's kick that out. We're gonna build this real quick, and then we're gonna flood the tanks. That's the easiest way down in here. Let's do a ladder here. Dig this out and let her rip. Hopefully they build this first before they do this. Yeah, let's make this an 8 instead. This last tile. Okay, do we have time? Or we're gonna go over the 1 hour mark. I wanted to flood the tank first. We gotta get this tank flooded. Because it'll be satisfying. Here they come. Okay, we got the wall in. I don't think they're going to do it in 15 seconds. We're going to go over the 1 hour mark. Oh! Almost. So close. We got stopping wet. Okay, there goes. Satisfying flooding. Since we've gone over time, we might as well just finish off here. Get that all drained out. And we can accelerate it here a little bit. Get that out, get that out. That's looking good. Okay, perfect. Nice cold tank there, and this should have lots of room to go, and we can analyze that as well. We'll mop this up real quick. Okay, I feel like we got some good stuff done. We got our cold water tank. We got our bathroom set up. We will have overflow working. It is working. So once this is done, oh, we need the sieve. Once this is done, we'll build the sieve over here to recycle the toilet water. We got a decent reserve of food. 4 cycles worth, 5 cycles worth, almost. We've contained the heat for now. Yeah, so next time we'll tie in here, we'll get some free power. I'm not sure what else I'll do next time. Definitely power. And continue on with the research. Maybe do some fertilizer. We could do a fertilizer maker in here. And then get to this would be nice. Nice cold water there. Cold, nice, delicious cold water. Okay. And then eventually we'll get down into the 34 geysers. But, steady as she goes. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.